everybody, and welcome back to another Coaster Cheetah video. And in this video we are going to be doing a review of Raptor at Cedar Point, which is their awesome B&M inverted coaster, and is actually my second favorite B&M inverted coaster in the entire world. So yeah, let's get right into it by going over the coaster's layout. And you start by climbing the lift hill, and actually this drop is pretty interesting because you start like twisting like the regular drop on a B&M invert, but instead of going like the full twist like a normal B&M invert drop, like something like Montu or something, you actually snap out of it and start going like a straight down drop, like a regular coaster type drop. So it's actually pretty funky, and you can actually feel it on the ride, like you kind of snap out of it. And then you go into the vertical loop, which I actually really like this loop. And then you go into a 0G roll, which I think this is actually a really smooth element. I like this. And then you fly up into the Cobra Roll. This is actually pretty forceful. It's a little rattly, but yeah, you go through this like extremely fast, so very cool. And then you go up and you're banking to the right, but then you kind of snap to the left and start banking up into an up helix, which then leads you into the mid-course brake run, which I don't like mid-courses at all, but I mean, pretty standard for a B&M invert, and honestly any B&M. But then you do the drop off the mid-course, which is pretty cool, and that's your standard, B&M swooping drop there. And then you go into some twisted areas, like some twisty track or whatever, and then you go into a corkscrew, and then some more twister track and some little drops and stuff, which leads you into your second corkscrew. And then for the finale of this ride, which I really like, I gray out on it, is the down helix, and this is pretty cool because you get so low to the ground. So you go through the helix, and then you go up into your turn and into the brakes. So all around a pretty good layout. There's only a few dead spots on the ride, I'd say, some of the twisty parts, and then the mid-course, obviously. So yeah, pretty good ride there. I actually really like the layout on this ride, and it's a bit ahead of its time, in my opinion. So yeah, now for the likes about the coaster, what I really like. I like the intensity, obviously. B&M inverts just are really cool like that. And here's something that I like, but also I think it's weird. It's the color scheme, because I like the green. However, for the logo for Raptor, it's a bird, obviously. Raptor meaning like the bird, like an eagle or something. It is all black, so I think it would be cool to have like all black. I think that would be really cool, or like black on gray. And you never know, maybe they'll like one time they'll repaint it and they'll totally switch up the color scheme, like Kraken at SeaWorld Orlando. However, I mean, I don't mind the color scheme. I like the green with the pink on the trains too. It reminds me of Splatoon 2, or just Splatoon in general. And yeah, I do like the color scheme for this ride, but I just think it's a little odd. And then another thing I'd say I kind of dislike about it is there is some rattly moments. However, for being a ride that's that old, because it was like a pretty like B&M inverts were pretty new back then when it came out. But yeah, I'd say it's pretty smooth, but just there's some rattly moments. I'd say, if you're used to riding B&M inverts like Alpengeist or something, you'll be fine on it. But yeah, I think the pacing on this ride is really good. The drop off the mid-course, you kind of fly down. I'd say the up helix into the brake run can be like kind of slow, and there's some moments. But yeah, I'd overall say that there's not much to complain about on this ride, but at the same time, it's not going to be like you get off and you're going to be like, wow, this is in my top 3. I mean, well, never mind, I take that back because it's at Cedar Point. But yeah, it's still a great ride, but you kind of know what you're expecting getting into it, because I mean, B&M inverts are not really too different at all. So yeah, Raptor at Cedar Point. For my personal score for this ride, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think it is a great ride, and yeah, I overall just really enjoy it. I recommend it, and yeah, I definitely do think it is one of the best B&M inverts in the world. So I also like how it's kind of fit into like a smaller-ish space. That's at least what it seems like. But in the comments down below, guys, please leave what you think of Raptor, and also comment down below any video ideas that you'd like to see on the channel. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.